What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. We will start off the technical analysis by going over what I see on the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So I didn't do a update for Alibaba last week because the price action was just continuing down to my 130 target, so there wasn't really a huge update. But now since we got this large pullback, you guys are probably wondering like what's happening. Is this the bottom or anything? As of right now, it's too early to tell. We have seen this before in the past, just like over here where prices got above the EMA, but it was short-lived. We even had like a slight pump up. This was maybe about a 10% gain. So that was about a 10% gain, 10 or 11% gain. There was another pullback right here. This was even bigger, 16 to 17%, and this one is about the same size, 16 to 17%. So there's nothing to be super excited about because this is too early to tell if this is the bottom or not. But like I said, we are seeing signs of weakness in the market because we finally got back above the EMA after since late June. So that's a good sign right there. So the way to see if this is the end of the downtrend is to put some channels on here and see if there's any breaks and move to new lows. So if I do this channel in play, let me just drag it up. I think this is the perfect fitting channel for this price action right here. Let's go ahead and change the color. So if this is correct, if I have it correctly, and this is the breakout side and I move to a new low, then that's a good sign because it looks like this downtrend is over, so we could see a reversal in the opposite direction. However, there is a bigger pattern in play. If I just zoom out on the chart, I still see that this channel could be potentially in play just because it fits really good at the midline. We get a lot of touches, so that makes me think that this midline is in play and we're inside this larger channel. So we could be just pulling back all the way to here and maybe even get a break this time, since if we do start trending back up all the way up to here, it would make sense that we get a break outside, like past this line, the channel resistance line, because we came up short here. That's just how the market works. It's symmetrical. This tells me that it gives me clues that we could see a break outside of this channel, and then from there we'll probably go back down to retest the lows. So that's not a good sign, but that's just how the market works. Probably get a double bottom or maybe in a triple test or something like this. So that's what I see happening. If you go all the way back up here, we get a break outside and probably still go back to retest the lows. That's if this channel is valid. As of right now, I'm like 99% sure just because how well it fits on the chart. If I drag it up, this also fits, but it doesn't really count for the overshoot, right? So that's why I drag it down. But however, prices didn't reach the lower side, so maybe it's just an overshoot of this channel right here. And if that's the case, then we don't need to do all this because there's an overshoot, and usually the market, when it gets overextended like this, if it overshoots the channel, then we don't get the retest of the lows normally. So we could just have a confirmed trend in the opposite direction, something like this. Let me get the drawing tool out. Maybe something like this. So we could just start rallying up from here. We just gotta wait and see. But those are the two scenarios that could play out. But as of right now, I definitely see higher highs in the future. Possibly back up to the $200 level. Probably right back to here, because that looks like where the breakout was, and then we shot down and then we made another leg down. So looks like prices could reach that level. Let me show you guys a measured move real quick. So that measured move target was that 130 level, around it. Let me put that on right now. So this was a leg down right here, and then there was a two-legged correction, so that's the center of the pattern. If I drag it down right there, then it looks like the target was around that 126 level. So this was a little longer, so a little lower than I thought. 125, 126, it doesn't matter, it's pretty close to the 130. Anyway, if we come up short there, then that's another reason that we could be bullish, because if you come up short of a measured move, then that shows the downtrend is weak, right? It couldn't reach the target, so that's why we're seeing this rally back up. maybe it is the bottom of the market. It's just hard to tell because we have seen these rallies in the past. Back over here, this moved up a good amount, this moved up a good amount, this moved up a good amount, this got back above the EMA right here, but they're all just continuing lower and lower. So we don't know yet, but this is one different just because we had this break outside and moved to a new low. So this one's different. So we just gotta wait and see. So that's pretty much my analysis on the daily chart. So in the near term, it looks like we will continue higher. Maybe we might pull back just a little bit, I see, and then retest the EMA for support, and then something like this. But I don't know if this will be the bottom and we'll make a confirmed trend in the opposite. So we'll know if the bottom if we see a confirmed trend in the opposite direction. So a confirmed trend is like we started making higher highs and higher lows, something like that. However, if we start making higher highs, higher low, and then we have a break outside to a new high, and then we start going lower, then this channel was bigger than I thought. Maybe something like that, and we'll probably go back down to retest the lows. However, if we start, finding support, if we start trending back all the way up to the $200 level and we break out of it, break through it, and then maybe find support, then I'm pretty sure this was the bottom. So I need more price action to develop on the chart. So right now I see something like this. So I'm gonna draw a circle, and I'm gonna put an eye right here, and maybe a smiley face. So it's hard to tell what it is right now, right? You're pretty confident in what it is, but when more price action develops, then you're like, oh, now I know what it is, right? So it's a smiley face. So same thing over here. Is this the bottom or not? Well, I see some clues that it could be. However, I see some clues that it could be not too. So it's just hard to tell right now. But as of right now, in the short term, I still see it continuing higher. Maybe to the $200 level. It's a little too early to call just because we only had like a straight move up. I need to see some support levels being made. So, but that could be a potential target, $200 level. So we just got to wait and see if this was the bottom or not. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Alibaba. So it looks like they came up short of that 130 target just by a little bit for right now. I don't know if they're just pulling back since we were super extended from the EMA. That's what it possibly could be doing. Could pull back to the EMA right around this mid 170 level, or possibly that $200 target that I think it could reach. So if it were to reach that, then it would be a break outside of this channel right here that I see us in play. So let me just make it fit a little cleaner right here, drag it up. So it would make sense that if we came up short over here, we get a break outside, and then that could lead to a new low, reversal back down to retest these lows, or even a 130 target I still think prices probably could reach. However, if we start rocketing up from here, then this channel is probably like this, right, where we had an overshoot, and we probably won't get that retest of the low. So that's the two things that could play out. It's just too early to tell right now. As of right now, I'm still bearish, just because the major pattern is still down, and we're just seeing a slight pullback that we haven't seen before. That we have seen before. So it's not super surprising, and it's not surprising what the market's trying to do right now. It looks like it's just trying to pull back to the EMA because it's extended from it. Prices like to be close to it. So when it just shot back down, looks like we're trying to just come back to retest the EMA. So we're from there, we'll have a better idea what's happening. But as of right now, I still see us going up short term to maybe to the mid 170s, or even the $200 target. And then from there, we'll know if that was the bottom or not, just how the way the market is moving. So if it's moving like this, nice and strong, and we're finding support, then that's a good sign that was the bottom. If we go up and then we get like maybe a two-legged pullback, then that's not a good sign, because it's showing signs of weakness, because we're kind of going flatter than I like. We kind of want to stay at a 45-degree angle, which is healthy. So that's pretty much everything for Alibaba. Let me just zoom out one more time to show you guys the long-term pattern. It's still an uptrend. Let me just do that for you guys real quick. So this is pretty close for the trend lines. As you can see here, we're finding support right when we come back to this level, and then we find resistance at this highs of the channel. So it came up from the highs and led to a break outside here, and now we're just in a correction. So in the long term, it's still an uptrend. So we just gotta let this correction play out, and then in the future we might go up to retest these highs, or even making a new one. That's just how the market works in these trends. You'll know when a trend is over when we get a break outside, which shows signs of weakness, and a move to a new extreme for either an uptrend or downtrend. So that works out for macro and minor channels too. So that's pretty much everything I see for Alibaba. Short in the short term, expect more pullbacks, higher highs in the future. I don't know if it's going to be the bottom or not. It's just too early to tell. And then from there, I'll give you guys an update. So thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since we want to deliver good content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.